Over the centuries, companies have developed strategies to continually sell their products, which is a fundamental aspect of business. As consumers, we've observed that the prices we pay can sometimes be disproportionate to the value we receive. Here I bring you 5 manipulation techniques used in industrial design to effectively influence the consumer spending. Some of these techniques are used by me, but I will pass them to you so you become a more conscious consumer. Distraction involves emphasizing superficial aesthetics or minor features to divert attention from significant design flaws or usability issues. This approach can mislead consumers, causing them to overlook critical aspects of a product's functionality and overall user experience. Peloton bikes are marketed as luxury fitness equipment with a sleek design and immersive features. However, many customers have pointed out that the subscription cost for classes feels excessive compared to the hardware's standalone value, creating dissatisfaction.
Technique number 2 is the problem reaction solution, which is a psychological and strategic approach used to influence behavior or decision-making. It involves 3 steps. 1. Problem. A problem is intentionally created or emphasized, often to provoke concern, fear, or dissatisfaction in the audience. 2. Reaction. The target audience reacts emotionally, seeking resolution or relief from the problem, often demanding action or change. 3. Solution. The creator of the problem offers a pre-designed solution that aligns with their goals, presenting it as the ideal or only remedy. Garmin smartwatches are known for being expensive. These watches are built with premium materials like titanium and sapphire for durability and longevity. They include advanced features like GPS mapping. And that is it. Nowadays, almost every smartwatch comes with heart rate monitoring and solar charging. And that's what I thought until I dug deeper into what Garmin truly offers in the smartwatch industry. Let's get one thing straight. The smartwatch industry is worth billions, but I'm only here to talk about the ones I've personally used, especially before and after my 2018 marathon. Garmin smartwatches are undeniably feature-packed, but let's face it, they're not the most budget-friendly option. That's where the Amazfit T-Rex comes in. It's tough, reliable, and loaded with essentials like GPS tracking, heart rate monitoring, and incredible battery life, all without the premium price tag. In conclusion, the problem is that Garmin watches can be very expensive. As a result, many people either can't or don't want to invest that much in a smartwatch. The solution? Garmin or other brands can create smartwatches specifically targeted to that demographic. Technique number 3. Scarcity and urgency. Akira Nakai, the founder of Rauch Welt Begriff, is a master of scarcity in industrial design. Each Porsche he modifies is completely unique, with custom wide body kits hand-built by Nakai himself. The catch? He only works on a limited number of cars each year, and every modification is done by him personally, often requiring him to travel worldwide. Scarcity and urgency are powerful psychological tools in industrial design and marketing. Scarcity, by limiting availability, makes a product feel exclusive and more desirable, while urgency drives immediate action through time pressure, like limited time offers or countdowns. Technique number 4. Deferring. The strategy of deferring is used to ease the acceptance of controversial changes. Designers might phase out popular features, like headphone jacks or physical buttons, by announcing them as part of a future plan. This delay gives users time to adapt and reduces immediate backlash. It's a subtle way to introduce innovation while managing consumer expectations. As designers, understanding this tactic helps us balance bold ideas with user acceptance over time. Nuclear energy offers significant potential for industrial applications, providing consistent, high-output power essential for various processes. Here's the reality. Solar panels and wind turbines can't keep the lights on 24/7. They depend on weather, and when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing, what do? Nuclear energy solves this. It's reliable, produces zero carbon emissions, and requires far less land than sprawling renewable farms. Think about this. One uranium pellet, the size of a fingertip, can produce as much energy as a ton of coal or 120 gallons of oil. That's the power we need to sustain industries, data centers, and entire cities. The question is, why aren't we using it to its full potential? But I do think that's a question for another day. So, to summarize it, deferring is, instead of facing backlash by making changes right away, they push the sacrifice into the future. Why does this work? 2 reasons. 1. No action needed today. People relax when they don't have to give something up immediately. 2. Hope for a better tomorrow. We love believing that maybe, just maybe, things will improve, and the sacrifice won't be needed at all. The result? By the time the change rolls around, people are already resigned to it. Here's a question for you. Why doesn't the US have bullet trains like China does? Do your research, and the answer will almost blow your mind. Moral of the strategy for you, my friend. Yes, because that's what we are now if you made it this far. Think ahead. What strategies are you deferring today to create a smoother tomorrow? Last technique. Use the emotional side more than the reflection. Here is a case you probably didn't know about. The honey trap. Winning or being played. In this case, let's talk about Honey, not that honey. Honey, the browser extension that finds discount codes while you shop online. At first glance, the value is simple. Stop wasting time and money. Who wouldn't want that? You watch Honey work its magic, the price drops, and suddenly, it feels like you're winning. But are you? It's hard to question it when everyone around you is using it, when your favorite influencers are praising it. But here's the twist. Honey doesn't always give you the best deal. It gives you their deal. It controls. In fact, they partner with other brands you already consume, ensuring that consumers only receive the smallest discounts rather than the biggest ones. As you start to realize, they prioritize what matters to us, only to use it against us. Although half of the market uses this technique to drive sales, it's also valid to say that there is a time and place for it. The problem arises when it's applied everywhere, all the time. Besides, no matter how many excuses we make to justify a product or service, time will reveal whether it was truly valuable to us. Don't you think?
This lady, she's ripping me a new you mother charging these babies all this money for the shoes. So I had like a $2,000 in my pocket. I was like, ma'am, I don't make the prices. Here you go. And she smacked the money in my hand. Why don't you mother make a shoe that's affordable? And I thought about it. And I was like, you know what? She's right. So that day, cut ties with Reebok. So started the Shaq brand. And I went to my favorite store, Walmart, and we did a deal. And I was in all stores, and my price point for the shoes were $29, $19. I mean, because I realized with kids, right, it's not that kids don't want to wear $20 shoes. They don't want to wear shoes that look like they cost $20. So the designs that they had at Reebok, I said, y'all come with me now, and we're going to design some shoes. I don't give a how much money I lose. Make these kids look good and feel good. And since then, we sold over 400 million pairs.